up, YouTube? Today's video is going to be about titles and how to let titles go. Now, first thing I want to say is, people always be like, man, is you a vegan or is you a vegetarian or something like this? That's a title, you know what I'm saying? And when you claim a certain title, you want to live up to what that title is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had this one experience, like, you know, as in my calcified state, but as in still in my spiritual journey, it's like, you gotta look at stuff for what it is. Like, at one point, I was like, yeah, I'm a smoker, because I smoke, you know what I'm saying? But this girl was like, you're not a smoker, because she was like, I do this shit all day, every day, you know what I'm saying? It's a title. She's a smoker, because you live up to what a smoker can be. So a smoker just smoke all day, just sit around, blah, blah, blah. That's a smoker. Me, I was saying because I smoke, you know what I'm saying? But a smoker, you live up to what it be. A title for, like, say you're a vegetarian. You like, I'm a vegetarian. You want to live up to what a vegetarian could be, and that's just what? Eating fruits and veggies? Or roaming around or something like that? I mean, you play with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just giving you my example. You know what I'm saying? It's the title. Like, you gotta let that type of stuff go. Because think about it. You are who you say you are. So, if you say, shit, I'm an insect, you become an insect, you know what I'm saying? Or you say, I'm a bitch, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You live up to what it could be. Bitch really means the dog style, you know what I'm saying? The dog style is serious, but the way people use it, you gotta remember words and the spell, the way you use it. So, if I say, oh man, you's a bitch, you know what I'm saying? But as in a disrespectful way, I'm saying that as in a female dog, but really the real reality behind it is being serious, you know what I'm saying? Sun planet. So, you just gotta learn how to let certain stuff go, or people like, I'm a Christian and stuff like that. That's a title. And people don't get that. You believe or you want to believe, but at the same time, the truth gonna always be the truth. If you flip the word Christianity around, it's anti-Christ, you know what I'm saying? You go anti-Christ. And some people might say, oh, man, that's wordplay, you can't do that. But you can do that because they're using wordplay against you to make you think a word means something, but it really means something else. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at this stuff like the word demon. D, like D-E. It's against something. You taking something away from somebody. So demons, they're against humanity. Devils, they're against humanity. Like, look at the word defense. You trying to stop somebody from doing something. They trying to stop us from evolving. You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at this. Well, when it comes to this knowledge, I'll break this shit down. You get what I'm saying? So I be trying to tell people, like, I look at it like this. Like, all my life, I always used to look at it as in I was different. Like, not just different as from people, but like this mind state and everything. People don't get that because people, like, you will say something that what you prefer, and the person's like, nah, you can't do that. Like, we the same. That's in my check, we two different people. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff I be trying to tell people. And it's like, you just know how different people, like, certain stuff I seen people weren't real to me. And when I say real, I ain't talking about as a phony. But you know, it's people phony out here, but I ain't talking about as a phony. I'm talking about as a, it's not real. Like, this cannot be a human. Like, you gotta look at it. Just because a person looks human in the face, actually being a human, you don't know what's behind that skin. Like, Terminator told you that. Come on. People are like, oh man, that's just a movie. If it's just a movie, why they gotta do looking like a human? With a face like, in a human reality, and in front of humans. Just like Spider-Man, they be like, oh man, that ain't real. So they got a dude playing Spider-Man, a human, get bit by a spider, his DNA get altered. Oh, they talking about DNA alteration again. But, like, that's just a joke. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't know, it's just like, people always try to put you under a certain category, a title. You can't put a title on me. The real title is Morris, because that's just the original thing. Everybody got more blood in them, if you want to get general with it, because everybody came from the Moorback woman. But since they've been trying to switch our genes up, you all this genetically modified food, or cloned, because genetically modified is the scientific way of saying it. And it's like, how long you forget what I was at? Fuck it. That's the scientific term, but people like to say stuff as in, like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta get stuff to people simple. Like me, I look at it like, when I speak to somebody, I'm gonna give everything I tell you, it's gonna hit right on point. So you have no choice but to go along with it, because everything you say is, you know what I'm saying, fact hitting fact, not opinion beating fact. You know what I'm saying? It's just like the fact hitting the fact, and people gonna be like, damn, that is true. But some people, you know what I'm saying, people with eyes will see or something like that, or people with ears to hear will hear something like that. How I go like that? See, I see, you know what I'm saying? I see that these people, their eyes not open, because when you try to bring something to them, they just reject it instantly. Like, just give it a chance. But when it comes to some celebrity type of stuff, oh yeah, they quick to be on it. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, what's going on? Like, so you basically saying you ain't spiritual, but at the same time, you gotta think about it. You actually kind of gotta believe. You don't want to believe nobody, because believing is something that like to be lied to. But it's like, but you have to think about it. You supposed to believe in yourself, but it's like, just think about it though. Like, if everything hidden point in the truth is, you know what I'm saying, everything is meeting up with each other, you have no choice to believe. Like spirituality, they be like, oh, I ain't spiritual. You got a soul, right? A lot. Okay, think of so-called black, what you want to call it. We have the DNA. You know what I'm saying? We got that junk DNA, which is so-called melanin. They call it junk DNA, but it's really melanin. Like, when you're on the dance floor and you dancing, but you know you can't dance, and the beat come on, you just get to dancing, that's that melanin taking over. Or you playing basketball, knowing you can't play, and you just in the zone, that's that melanin taking over. See, people don't get it, or so-called junk DNA. We got melanin on the outside, melanin on the inside, so that makes us super strong, super conductive, you know what I'm saying? Melanin on the sensitive people got melanin on the inside, but just because you don't got melanin on the outside don't mean, you know what I'm saying, you can't change over and transform. People got to get this. Like, you could be so-called melanin, you can still have brown eyes and be calcified. Yes, it's true. Trust me, I was calcified at one point in time. You know what I'm saying? You don't, where I'm from, you don't just grow up knowing all this knowledge, like, oh yeah, you're supposed to eat right. Okay, of course school probably tell you a little bit about it, but they don't even go into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, how people be like, hey, you whatever you put your mind to, you can do it. They tell you that, but they don't tell you how to use your mind. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can use your mind. It's just like, when you manifesting something, you just gotta know. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta know that it's gonna come to you. Like, you can't worry about like, oh man, when it's gonna come. Keep searching for it. You just gotta know it's gonna come to you, because the universe is a living thing. I'm rambling, but I just want to say, stop using these titles, because you say you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you only can live up to what they can be. You get what I'm saying? So, you are who you say you are. Find yourself. You gotta be yourself. I know I'm not no vegetarian or no vegan. I just eat natural. You know what I'm saying? I'm a naked serpent though. I'm a nature being though, a spiritual being. I'm just in a physical form right now. Whatever you say, you can say whatever you want to, but at the end of the day, you gotta know that everybody do have a soul. Even church tell you that, right? Or so-called spirit, whatever you want to call it. But I guess that's just a joke too.